Hey everybody. I had to reset my internet for whatever reason. AT&T's having some problems right now. Whatever. Anyways, my name is Frank Moses and I am the founder of You Are Not Alone. If you watch my videos, you know what You Are Not Alone is about. If you haven't watched my videos, You Are Not Alone is a motivational speaking outreach program that is geared towards our youth. Like I said, just refer back to my videos and you'll kind of understand a little bit more about what You Are Not Alone is about. I want to apologize. I'm running a little late, fashionably late, hopefully. Finding strength and taking a chance is what this week's topic is about. Yes, this is two topics combined into one. That's why I refer to it as a topic. A lot of things that I talk about will be two topics because sometimes they come together. And this, I think, comes together a lot when we find our strengths and we have to take a chance. I'm going to refer back to one of my videos that's letting go of the past. Not running away from our problems, facing our problems, not running away from things in our lives. And I'm a prime example of doing just that. That's what I'm used to, that's what I'm accustomed to, and that's what I do. When I get scared, when I get afraid, whatever it may be, it's easy for me to run. It's easier for me to push you away, bottle it in, and try and take care of it on my own. Excuse me, I'm dealing with some sinus issues. Allowing people in our lives to make us better. Blood doesn't mean that you're family. That's something that stands out to me so much because you could have friends that care for you. You could have people that you just met that maybe you don't even count them as friends yet that mean so much to you that you don't even realize it because blood doesn't make you family. There's people that are going to be there for you in your lives. For a prime example, how many friends did you have in high school? Like 100. How many people are still there for you at the end? 5. Those are the people that are like blood to you. Those people are always going to be there for you. And some of those people that are there for me, like Justin Brown, his girlfriend Mookie, when I'm going through things that I can count on him. I can count on texting him and that he's going to be there for me. And he's not even my family, but he's like blood to me. He's one of those people that I can always count on no matter what. Leanne's another prime example. Yes, we're in a relationship, so I should be able to count on her. But even when we're having problems or something like that, like I can always count on these people. And that's what it means is you have to find these people that are going to make you better as a person that you can count on. And it doesn't mean it has to be blood. Opening up to people, not bottling things in. I'm so good at bottling things in. I would much rather just tell you to leave. Let me deal with it. I'm going to bottle it in and it's going to be okay. I'm just going to let it go. No, you never let it go. We don't let it go. You don't let problems go because they never go away. They're still going to be there because when the next thing happens, next thing you know, the first thing that happened is still there. You can't bottle things in. You can't let them go. Sometimes we find our strengths in other people. Listening to other people, we find out our strengths in our lives. Listening to somebody talk about their stress in their lives or listening to somebody talk about their problems in their lives. A lot of us want to look down on like, oh man, he's going through this. I feel so much better about myself. No, you're finding your strength in yourself that, oh, I got through this way. No, that means you should help that person. You should never feel that you are better than anybody else. You're never better than anybody else. I don't really try to push the Bible on anybody. I don't really try to refer to Christ to anybody. To me, Christ saved me in so many ways that I'm going to talk about it at this point. No two sins are comparable. I don't care if you killed somebody. I don't care if you kidnapped somebody. I don't care if you stole from somebody. I don't care if you spread a rumor about somebody. No two sins are comparable in our lives. That means that you find your strength through the things that you've been through. You find your strength to help somebody else. You can't make yourself any better than anybody else because you're not. We're created as equals. It doesn't matter what you've accomplished in life. You are an equal. You cannot pass judgment on somebody. That's the worst thing you can ever do is judge somebody. If you want to judge somebody, go ahead and judge me. Judge me for what I've done. Judge me for my sins. My biggest fear is being judged. You can judge me all you want. But I'm still going to stand in front of this camera. I'm still going to stand here today and say that you shouldn't judge somebody because it's not going to get you anywhere in life, no matter what you do. No matter what. I had a newspaper article come out, and I'm sure and it reached out to 23,000 people. I am sure there's at least 1,000 of them are like, oh, I don't know about this guy. Well, it's something I have to live with, and it's hard for me. It's so hard for me to put myself out there, but it's something I have to live with. And especially with everything I went through last year. Judge me. Go ahead, judge me. But God put me here for a reason, and I think that reason is to talk to you. To tell you that it's not okay to judge, because we're all in this together. No matter who you are, we're all in this together. We are created here for a reason. Whether you see it or not, you have to. We're here to help one another. We're here to love. We're here to learn. We're here to make mistakes. We're here to fall. We're here to cry. I am the worst person. I don't show emotion a lot of times. I don't cry. I don't do anything. But when it comes to this, when it comes to certain things in my life, like, I do want to cry. I do want to do things. We have to become understanding of one another. We have to understand problems. We have to be humble. We have to listen. You can't sit here and be like, oh, yeah, I know what you're going through. You have two friends in your life. There's two types of people in your life. There's the ones that'll tell you what you want to hear. There's the friends that'll tell you what you need to hear. You need to be the person that tells people what they need to hear. It's not, oh, okay, it's okay, man. You'll do better next time. Like, no, you need to tighten up. You need to get your shit together, and we need to come through this. We need to do the things that you need to do. That's the type of people you need to have around you. Stop thinking, what if? Don't hold on to your past. Don't think, well, what if this happens? Because this happened to me when I was 16. This happened to me when I was 17. This happened to me when I was in my early 20s. I mean, I'm not much older. I'm in my mid-20s. But what I'm saying is you can't hold on to different things. You can't just be like, oh, okay, well, this happened to me before. You can't push away from these things because of what happened to you in your life. God puts people in your lives for a reason at certain times. We think sometimes it's love, but really we're thinking of the idea of love. We're holding on to the idea of love. We're holding on to the idea of friendships. That's not the case sometimes. And sometimes it takes a lot for us to realize that because we're stubborn as individuals. I'm a stubborn ass person. I always think the worst of anything. I overthink things. That's just who I am. That's who I've developed to be because of how I grew up. Life is not easy and it will never be easy. There's not a real fairy tale. There's no fairy tale. You watch Disney movies, I don't care what you say. I love Disney movies, by the way. There's not a real fairy tale. The fairy tale that we have in our lives is what you create. The fairy tale that you want is what you create. The fairy tale of an idea is nothing. Because what's in your heart is better than what's in your mind. Because what's going to keep you alive at the end of the day? If you were to fall over right now and you were brain dead, what would keep you alive? Your heart. That's why we follow and we make our own fairy tales. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. We have to realize that asking for someone's help is not a sign of weakness. Sometimes we find our strengths in other people. Sometimes when we reach out to somebody and we say something, we find our strength in somebody else. We find that we can make it through things by listening to somebody else's stories or having somebody else by our side. I want to talk about why I picked this topic. The reason I picked this topic is because this is something that I just recently, I didn't even know what I was going to pick this week. I really never really know what I'm going to pick. I look over my notes that I have and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to pick this week. This week hit me unexpectedly. This was something that I was going through. Finding my strength, taking a chance. I picked this topic because of me. Because of the reason that I sat right in this chair right now with somebody sitting right across from me and I let them walk out the door because I wanted to push them away and hold on to things that they're not accountable for. I let her walk out the door and I didn't go after her. And I let it affect everything for the past couple of days. I tried to run, I tried to push away. I hope my mom is watching right now because I want to tell you, Mom, that I love you and I hope that you come home. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I know that you left and that my dad loves you and he cares about you and I love you and I care about you and I haven't heard from you. I hope that you come home. And it's really bothering me, Mom. I hope that you come home. I struggle with trying to stay positive. I struggle so hard with trying to think that the people that love you the most, that won't run out of your lives, that aren't supposed to run out of your lives, that it won't happen to me. And I struggle so hard. And I have friends that are kind of here for me, but at the same time, I lean on one person the most, and I almost pushed her away. And I don't mean to bring up my relationship, and I don't mean to bring up my problems, but I have to be the most upfront and honest with you guys so you guys can trust me. I'm going through this right here, right now. As of yesterday, I didn't know where anything stood. I didn't know what was going to happen. I just know that I needed somebody by my side, and the day before that, I pushed away, and I didn't know what to do. I am so grateful that she showed up, and we were able to work things out, because I didn't know what I was going to do. I've been a wreck between dealing with my sinuses, between dealing with the head cold and being sick. I haven't been to work in 2 days. I've been stressed out. I'm so grateful that you were here and we got to get through these things, because here I am taking notes on things that are going on, and I feel like I'm preaching more than I'm practicing. Like I'm telling you guys what to do or how to do it, and I'm not even following it, and that's the case. I'm telling you not to push away, but yet I was pushing away. I let you walk out the door and I didn't come after you. I let you do all these things, and I should have done so much more, and it sucks, and I hate it so much. But that's what we're accustomed to. As humans, we're accustomed to just going back to what we're used to. We're used to just bottling it in. If you're used to that, you're used to just dealing with it on your own. To make a relationship work, not to get into that topic, which will come up soon, but to make a relationship work, you have to come together. You have to, your problems are mine, mine are yours. We're going to come together and we're going to figure it out because we're a team. And that's what's going to happen. We can't just run away from things. And I'm so grateful that it happened. I'm so happy that I'm able to stand in front of this video on a positive note, not on a negative note about that. Realizing that we need to take a chance to let go of our pasts, seeing that what we have in front of us, seeing what's in our present, staying humble. The hardest thing I ever learned was how to be humble. I went from being a shy kid to a bully, or being bullied to being a bully to being, the D word, which is douche. I've been all of these things. I've been all over the spectrum. I have not been the greatest person ever, by far. But I try my best now. And this program helps me so much. You guys help me so much, and I'm so thankful for that. We have to fight to not sit back and watch ourselves make the biggest mistakes of our lives. There's times in our lives where we sit back. If I was to sit back right now and watch something happen, that it could be the biggest mistake of my life. We have to take charge. We have to stand up. We have to fight for what means the most to us. That's what it takes. Taking charge in our lives. That's what this whole thing is about, is taking a chance, finding our strengths, taking charge in our lives, coming together, and knowing that we can make a positive impact on one another. In conclusion, I want to thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I want to thank you guys for all the likes on my Facebook page. Like I said, I have had the Facebook page for about a week and a half, 12 days. It's almost 2 weeks now. And I have over, I think, about 210 plus likes. And that doesn't seem like too crazy, but for me as a guy, just to stand here in front of a camera and just talk about things and have this passion, this ambition to make a difference in the world, without a location, without a store, without any of these things, to have over 200 plus likes, I'm so grateful for, and I thank you guys so much. Please continue to watch my videos, like and share them, go to my business page, and make comments. Reach out to me. I don't care what it's about. Reach out to me. I will always reply to you. You can ask anybody that has reached out to me if you know them. I will always reach back to you guys. I want to thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Thanks.